So you're enjoying a snack and you feel a pair of eyes on you. You look down and there's your furry best friend, hoping for a bite. It's a super common question. Can I share my fruit with my pet? Well, today we're going to get you the right answers because getting this right is so important. Oh yeah, we've all seen it. You're crunching into a nice, crisp apple, and there it is, the look. Those big, pleading eyes that are just impossible to ignore. So what do? Can you share a piece? Well, the answer isn't a simple yes or no, because it really all comes down to understanding who you're sharing with in the first place. Okay, to really get this, we have to start with some basic biology. It's actually pretty fascinating. Dogs, you see, are omnivores. That just means their bodies are built to handle both meat and plant-based foods. But cats, they're a totally different story. They're what we call obligate carnivores, which means they are biologically designed to get their nutrients from meat. And that one single difference right there, it changes absolutely everything when we start talking about fruit. So, before we even get into which fruits are okay and which aren't, let's lay down two core rules. Think of these as the unbreakable laws of treat sharing. They apply to any treat you're thinking of giving your pet, and they are 100% non-negotiable. And here's rule number one, and it's a big one. Fruit is not a nutritional necessity, not for dogs and not for cats. A good, complete, and balanced pet food already gives them everything they need to be healthy. So you should think of fruit as optional enrichment. It's a fun bonus, a special treat, but it's not something they actually need in their diet. This is so true when it comes to cats. I mean, this quote really says it all. There is absolutely zero health requirement for a cat to eat fruit. In fact, a lot of them are probably better off without it entirely. So if your cat just sniffs your banana and walks away, don't feel bad. They're not missing out on anything, I promise. Okay, everybody, lean in for this next part. This is, without a doubt, the most critical section we're going to cover. This is all about safety. This is the absolute no list. These are the fruits you should never, ever give to your pets. First up, and this one is a huge one, grapes and their dried up cousins, raisins. For dogs, especially, these are highly toxic. They've been linked to causing sudden, acute kidney failure. And here's the really scary part. We don't know what a safe dose is. A single grape could potentially cause a problem. So the only safe rule here is a zero tolerance policy. None. Ever. Next on our danger list are cherries. Now, the fleshy part of the cherry isn't the main issue. It's everything else. The pits, the stems, and the leaves all contain compounds that can actually release cyanide when they're chewed or broken down. And if that wasn't bad enough, the pits themselves are a massive choking hazard and can cause intestinal blockages. Just not worth it. Avocado is another one you'll want to keep far away from your pets. It has something in it called persin, which can be toxic to them. And beyond that, the super high fat content can cause some pretty nasty digestive upset, like pancreatitis. It's a double whammy of risk that's just easy to avoid. And let's round out the no list with a few other big categories. First, stay away from most seeds and pits. Think apple seeds, peach pits, things like that. Many of them also have that cyanide risk. Second, no dried or candied fruits. They're basically little sugar bombs. Third, and this is a big one, anything with the artificial sweetener xylitol is extremely toxic to dogs. And finally, citrus peels. Their oils can really irritate a pet's stomach. All right, phew. After all those serious warnings, let's shift gears and talk about the fun part. The fruits that you can share, as long as you're smart about it and do it the right way. Welcome to our Yes with Caution list. This little chart gives you a really great snapshot. You can see things like apples, bananas, blueberries, and watermelon are generally safe bets for dogs. A few blueberries are a fantastic antioxidant boost, and a chunk of watermelon is great for hydration on a hot day. But look over at that cat status column. See the pattern? It's tiny taste only all the way down. For our feline friends, this is really just about a brief, curious lick or nibble, not a full-blown treat. So, you've picked out a safe fruit from the list. Awesome. But your job isn't quite done yet. You see, how you prepare that fruit and how much of it you give is every bit as important as what you're giving. Let's break down exactly how to do this right. These 3 steps, they're absolutely non-negotiable. Step 1, wash that fruit really well. Step 2, you've got to remove all the parts that are either inedible or dangerous. That means peels, tough rinds, and every last seed or pit. No exceptions. And step 3, cut the fruit up into small, manageable pieces that are the right size for your pet so there's no risk of choking. And here it is. If you remember one number from this whole explainer, make it this one. This is the 10% rule. It means that all treats, and yes, that includes fruit, should never ever make up more than 10% of your pet's total daily calories. This is the golden rule for keeping their main diet perfectly balanced. So what does that 10% actually look like in real life? Well, for a dog, we might be talking about a few small cubes of watermelon or a couple of thin slices of an apple. And notice those key words, a few and occasional. This is not supposed to be a side salad with their dinner, you know? It's a special, once-in-a-while snack. Now just look at the difference when we talk about cats. It is a massive difference. For a cat, we're talking about a tiny little smear of banana on your fingertip for them to lick off, or maybe literally one single blueberry. For cats, it is truly, truly about the experience of a new taste, not about the quantity at all. Here's a fantastic practical tip, especially if you live somewhere warm and humid. Cut fruit can go bad incredibly fast, so if you offer a few pieces to your pet, make sure you toss out anything they haven't eaten after about 20 or 30 minutes. And, this should go without saying, but never, ever share fruit off your own plate if it's been mixed with sauces, spices, or any other ingredients. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground today, so let's wrap this all up by boiling it down to the most important takeaways. This is the stuff that will help you feel totally confident the next time you're thinking about sharing a snack. And please always remember that every single pet is an individual. What works for one might not work for another. So whenever you introduce a new, safe fruit, start really small and then just watch them closely. Look for any signs of an upset stomach. If you see anything that seems off, just stop immediately. And when in doubt, your vet is always, always your best friend and resource. And there you have it. Now you know the key dietary differences between cats and dogs, you have the absolute no list memorized, and you understand the golden rules of prep and portions. You've got all the knowledge you need to share treats safely and responsibly. So the only question left is, what fun, safe, and delicious treat are you going to share next?